Alrighty. Ugh. Good morning, folks. Oh, I'm too short. Okay, good enough. So, um, since I finally got all my numbers, or like my current-ish maxes, I'll call them, I decided to kind of figure out the rep ranges. So for the next like 6 workouts, I'm shooting for like 3 sets of 15. And so yesterday was day 1 of that. Barbell row, knocked it out on that 3rd set. Like the last 5 reps, I definitely had to grind out. That 1 through 10 were just like 1, 2, 3, 4. And as soon as I got to like 10, and I had to go to 11, I was like, 11, 12. So that kind of built up. That kind of sucked. But I was super happy I could finish it. From there, my bench press ended up being like 15, 10, and 7, and my squat was very similar. Like I was gassed with the squat. So, getting through those 3 sets only took me like 40 minutes. And then I was at the gym and I was like, I wonder what I should do. And it didn't hit me that day or yesterday to go like, maybe you should go do some conditioning. So instead I did heel raises because I wanted to get the stretch on the calf. So I have 2 more workouts essentially through the current list that I have. And what I will very likely do is I will refer back to this at some point. But what I will probably start doing is also putting together a workout of the day to go along with the vlog. Just going to require a little more editing prowess, which I'm just not too familiar with yet. So, like I got 2 more workouts of this current list that I wrote out of just things I can consistently do. And after that, I've got like my exercise master list where I will try and show you like a workout of the day using bands, using body weight, kettlebell. Just finally get the Redneck TRX straps in, keep using the parallel bars, all of that just to kind of keep you going. And if I remember to discuss it, which is always, we'll find out, to see is there something we can kind of correlate to what you would use in the gym, or how can you transfer something from the gym to home, that kind of thing. But today it is push-ups, which I'm not looking forward to after that bench press fail yesterday. T-rows on one side, or unilateral, and then side lunges, which again I'm not looking too forward to because of the whole squat, having done that just yesterday. So regarding conditioning, I am going to try and do a minute on, minute off, minute on, minute off. And like my last workout, I did 5 miles an hour on my run and 3 miles an hour on the walk. So I might try that for a week, right? Try and get 3 workouts in of that. And as long as I finish that, then I bump it up to 5.5 miles per hour, 3-mile walk, and proceed like that week to week to week until I'm up to 7.5 miles per hour, which was like my average cross-country pace back in the day. And then from there, I would add 10 seconds to the run and take 10 seconds off the walk. Is that what I want? Something like that, yeah. Right, so so it'd be a minute 10 of running with 50 seconds of walking, and just kind of alternate like that. So that way, once I get up to the speed I want, I can build more endurance that way. I'm really only looking to get to about 20 to 30 minutes, being capable of running like 20 to 30 minutes right now. And that treadmill or stationary cardio is a completely different animal than outdoors cardio. So I didn't want to say true cardio, even though, that's what my heart wanted me to say. But I figure if it's important, just, always keep your heart health up. The heart is the most important muscle in your body. You want to that's the thing keeping you alive. So keep working everything. All right, so today is push-ups, T-rows, and side lunge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with push-ups because I think those are going to be the worst one. Move up to T-row and then adjust the camera a final time. I'm going to have to adjust the camera 3 times, so this is going to be fun. Too far, or maybe just right. Don't fall, tripod. Alrighty. No real update on like weight loss or diet change, anything like that right now. It's only been a day, so. Alrighty. So I'm gonna shoot for about 3 sets of 15, so you may see me drop down to knee push-ups. We'll see how quickly that kicks in though. Here we go. I'm actually feeling pretty decent today. Just need a haircut. Getting that this weekend. That actually went a lot better than I expected. So with strength and conditioning principles, you kind of want to reintroduce the body to exercise slowly. So with athletes, there's that consideration that, they've just finished their season, right? They're just taking time off, right? Whether it's, they haven't seen their family consistently, so it's like, it's their me time. Maybe they're not eating as well as they could have been. Maybe they're sleeping in because they get the opportunity to, right? So from there, all right, and that transition to get ready for the next season, you kind of have to see where they're at. You have to meet them where they're at. And they have to start training. So it's basically just, shaking the dust off, getting joints moving again. So you stick with low weight, high rep, low weight. So body weight stuff is generally okay. You're working with very lightweight, just enough to kind of like get the body conditioned, right? That strength and conditioning part to take on those heavier loads. So since we aren't athletes, regular people like you and I, we can, right? I'm saying this now, and Lord knows it'll change later, that we can kind of transition through those phases on a regular basis, but it's called something else. Let's see here. I'm trying to only take 1.5, 2-ish minute break, and I think we're about there. All right. 6, 7. So we can kind of, as regular people, we can kind of cycle through. Oh, the chest burns. Trying to take that off. We can cycle between, lighter, higher volume type stuff. So more like doing lighter weight with more reps, and then transition over the weeks into higher weight for lower reps, which can be harder on the body, and then we can transition back into that lighter weight. And how often we do that could be based off of your training experience, training age. And if you want more of a if you want more of like a physical or psychological marker, I would say go for like when you go to the gym and you start dreading going to the gym because you're not making any more progress, or you're still you just feel like you've been sore for like the last 2 weeks. I don't want to call it overtraining, because I'd say that overtraining likely only applies to a small minority of the population. And that what people think is overtraining is that they increase their load too much and then they stop. And then they increase their load too much and then they stop. And that's more so just, that's more of an they're both educational pieces, but to that first person, that like the true overtrainer, right, that they have to either reconsider their diet or their nutrition, sleep, stress relief, or like what stress they're putting on their body. The other people who are more like going through that cycle of, oh, too much, stop, oh, too much, stop, like do whatever you're doing and just cut it in half. Again, going back to one of my previous videos of do only, go to the gym and feel like you barely did anything so that you can go repeatedly. And then once you start to get and again, a lot of this comes with feel. If you don't have a coach right there next to you who's got the experience to tell you like, oh, I think this is a good weight for you, this is a good challenge, you have to be your own coach. And you have to be honest with yourself. Does this exercise feel easy or does it feel hard? Take a set to do that. Then the next set, that was pretty easy. Let me take it up a weight. How much weight? I don't know. Pick one. 5 to 10 pounds is generally an easy, 5 to 10, 10 to 20 pounds is generally like an easy place to start. 5 to 10 if you're working upper body, 10 to 20 if you're working lower. If you feel like you can push more with your arms than you can with your legs, you're probably cheating your legs. All right, last set. Oh. 14. Whew. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. Wasn't pretty, but we got it done. Let me go check this off. Oh my god. Alright, so next we got T-bar, or T-row. Oh, in a smaller muscle group. I'm gonna start with 12. We'll see how things go from there. Shit. Yeah. Yeah, right. Don't let your own anxieties stop you, right? Oh, no, I know it is. A bad day at the gym, a bad day. There's a lot of people at the gym, and you just want to get on the treadmill, plug your headphones in for 20 minutes only, and jet. Do it. Like, I feel like 99% of the people that are at the gym don't give a shit about you. Like, they'll look out for you if you're looking a little woozy, or you're doing something inherently dangerous. They will help you, right? They may sound a little like rough, because they're like, no, stop, because they don't want you to hurt yourself, right? So it sounds angry, but it's caring. They're like, oh my god, don't do that, right? Like, you could hurt yourself, just like, again, going back to when you were this tall, right? And you try and touch something sharp and your parents yell at you for it, right? That might bring up some emotional reactions in people. All right. So. But yeah, if there's a lot of people and there's only like 1 or 2 pieces of equipment free, if you manage to go to the gym, or okay, I'm not even gonna say gym, right? If you manage to be active for 20 minutes only, 15 to 20 minutes, that's still more than 0. More than 5 minutes of activity, that's like you walking around your neighborhood. Am I okay with that? Absolutely. But I definitely want you to try for that 10 to 20 minutes, 15 to 20. Higher, the more you can do. We're trying to shoot for about a half hour a day. All right, time to tilt the camera up. We're doing T-bar, T-row. So the typical row, you kind of keep your arms close in. All right, pull the shoulder blades back. The T-row, your elbows out a little higher, so that if I was looking at you, right, I would look like a big letter T. Alrighty. Alrighty. You know what, let's tilt it up just a little more so I don't have to have just my jaw in the camera frame. Oop, too much. There we go, that ought to do. Alright, hopefully. Maybe. My camera died. Man down. Alright. Well, filming fails. Alright. There's my lock button. Let's flip you around. Alright, well, shockingly, when the tripod is fully expanded is when it's the most stable. It tends to be a little shorter. Ah, hell, that'll work. Let me back it up just a touch. I was gonna talk about something, but forgot. Ah, now that's fully ascended. Ah, that's right. I don't know if I mentioned it already or not, but planning on getting my hair cut this weekend. And so this will look better, and then I'll trim this up because it's starting to look a little mangy. And we're in March, and I feel like I got my cut in January, so 2-3 months since I got my last one. Alright, so we're about 15 minutes in. We knocked out 4 sets. So it's easy, like the lighter weight, you can recover faster, which means you can get through the workout a little quicker. Because again, the weight goes up easier, you need less rest, and you just keep progressing. What was interesting was my right side got more fatigued than my left side, so that's new to me. You can absolutely use like something to tripod yourself against for balance, but what I'm about to show you, concept I learned from Athlete X. So if you've seen my channel, you've definitely seen his channel. Shredded motherfucker that he is. Oh shit, just remembered cussing reduces your something or other through YouTube if this ever goes big, so I gotta zip out the potty mouth. But anyways, even if you only got one weight, you're gonna do the motion with both arms. So this arm can go up real quick, and this arm is gonna go up slower. So you're trying to maintain that same rate of speed as you go up. So that's what I'm gonna try here. Alright. I can't really say that I felt much of a difference between the first set and the second set by adding the left arm. But maybe, as the weight gets heavier, that could change. I'm still going to take a little bit of a breather before I move on to the left arm, and I'll do that same format, but for the last set, I'm probably just going to do basic. Let me check this guy off while I'm thinking about it. So right now I'm only working with like 12 pounds, and I'm getting a good fatigue out of it. Little hip hop. Completely unrelated. Dudes with curly hair. Like, how do you manage this? Like, my hair apparently is just so thirsty and so much conditioning. Like, I'm literally looking for I'm trying to look for a minimum program just to keep this moisturized and healthy, because as much as I like the swoosh, like if I'm conditioned, like I shampoo once a week, right? And I'm trying to condition like every other day. My hair just doesn't stay moisturized, which means my scalp gets dry, so I get super flaky and it's gross. So, not related to fitness, but we'll say wellness, right? Because when I'm wearing a black shirt and I'm constantly worried about having like dust off my shoulders, and I like wearing dark clothing, it's kind of like it doesn't do well for my mental well-being knowing that like I'm flaky, or I could be flaky. So, all right, next syrup, we got one, and that's definitely interesting. That felt a little harder on that left side that time. All right. Oh, I got the last set coming up. That took. Okay, so I mean, me and the fiance have been going to the gym. Oh, that's what it's been talked about. And like I remember the first time I took her, I was like, I don't like this machine. I don't like that machine. I just hate it. Didn't really give a good reason for it. And so as we're going through again, she's looking to expand her territory trying to find things she's comfortable doing, which is what I'm begging of you. If you're gonna go to the gym, I want you to work out your whole body, but I want you to find a machine that you're comfortable with, or a technique that you're comfortable with, that you enjoy doing, so you stick to it. Like motivation is fleeting, discipline is life. And she was like, oh, I know you don't like this machine. I was like, the machine is fine. It's just one of two things happen. People use it wrong in terms of like what they're trying to do with it, or two, like their technique is wrong. So, like leg extensions, right? Leg extensions have kind of are coming back to be more favorable. Oh, I'm gonna use leg extensions to get rid of my knee pain. No, not really, probably not. I'm gonna use leg extensions to get bigger quads. Absolutely. I'm gonna use the ab machine to get a stronger core. No, you might get stronger abs, but again, the way that most people do it wrong is that they just pull their elbows, like they try and get their elbows to touch their knees, and nothing's happening here. Or that twisty machine, right? They're just shit whipping their spine around, and they're not actually getting any core work. So that's where, if you do it right, these machines are great. They were designed to be used. So there's that rant on that. Let me knock out this next set, and we're going to talk about calories using this guy. Oh, apparently I'm at 157, 158 beats, 159 beats per minute. So that's one of the other nice things about doing that 15 rep thing. So like if you're shooting for 15 reps with a lower break, you can actually get a cardiovascular workout. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. Um, so, I've been trying to find how inaccurate is my Fitbit in terms of calorie counting. And the articles I kept on like 27% error rate. I'm like, what does that even mean? And so like as I could read through and I'm going through the communities and like forum posts, et cetera, it's like, yeah, that a lot of people basically take about that the estimate is roughly 0.7 to 0.8. Like that's the real thing. That's like your real deal calories. So most people go smack dab in the middle at 0.75. So if I'm burning, my Fitbit tells me I can burn upwards of like 3,300 calories a day now that I'm working out more consistently. So I just take that and I multiply it times 0.75. What that number is, I have no clue right now because I can't do mental math to save my life, but I think it's like 2,500, let's say 2,500 calories, somewhere in that ballpark. So from there, that tells me, okay, I'm burning 2,500 calories a day. So I go to MyFitnessPal, I type in all my data and or my current diet, and it's about 2,212 to 2,250, real safe. Like, if I had like a little barbecue sauce, hot sauce, my ploy, whatever, right? Something to help the food go down a little easier. That tells me I'm ballpark burning, let's say 250 to 300 calories, which means I should be losing about a half a pound a week. But knowing that I can go anywhere between 0.7 and 0.8, if I work with this diet for about a month and I find that I'm losing weight a little faster or a little slower and my average calorie burn maintains around that 3,300, grand. Another method that I saw, which I think leans more so towards the 0.8 idea, is that you take however many calories you burned, subtract 2,000 from it. So I had 3,300 minus 2,000, that's 1,300. Divide that by 2, you get 650, and then you add 2,000 to it, so I get 2,650, which is how many calories I'm burning a day. So that's on the higher end of the spectrum, I feel like, but it's also workable. But in terms of like, okay, I've got this tracker, every total daily energy expenditure calculator you go onto, there's a different value between each one, and they vary wildly, like anywhere from like there's 100 to 200 calorie difference, which is huge. So that's where I'd say, if you want to use your Fitbit, Apple Watch, whatever you're using, start with that 0.75 number. As long as, and again, with the contingency that make sure your data's been input correctly. You're not like, I could turn on the walk function on my Fitbit and just leave that running the entire day, and it would boost my number. Don't do that, right? But it gives you a number to start off of, and you can go from there. If you're looking for other kind of like what to do with that number afterwards, leave a comment, send me a message, Instagram or YouTube, and we can make a quick video about it. I'm only uploading Mondays and Wednesdays, so Fridays can be like answering questions, form reviews. It's more so about answering to you guys, whereas Monday, Wednesday is more about me. All right. Side lunges. I'm probably going to turn these more into a side split squat though. Whoa. 6, 8, 9, So, I think I mentioned I've been starting to use pre-workout before I film these. I'm not gonna say it gives me a huge physical energy boost to work out, but what it does do, I feel like it gives me mental clarity, so I can have a better conversation with you guys, and I'm a little more positive, upbeat. Whereas like, oh, my body feels like crap. Oh, this is gonna feel terrible. That's more so, well, let's just get to it. That being said, it's warm outside today. I can hear birds chirping outside. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but it's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Oh. Hardest part about that is holding up the weight. Oh, yeah, yeah. So we're about a half hour in. We got 2 more sets to go. I did a lot of talking again. So if it hadn't been for the talking, I'd say that I could probably, my ballpark guess is I'll get this done by about 40 minutes. Per my watch, the video will be longer because again, I was gabbing at the beginning. Yeah, I probably could have gotten this closer down to like 35 minutes maybe if I wasn't talking as much. But let's see here. Ooh. Yeah. So, positive news, right? As more and more people are getting vaccinated, we're getting another version of the vaccine coming out. Kids are going back to school. I have mixed feelings about that. But overall, I hope that our elected officials are making these actions based off the recommendations of sound medical advice. And if that's the case, they're the professionals in that. So if they say, hey, schools can open back up, I'm gung-ho for it. If they say, like, one of the biggest things is just like that, if everyone's vaccinated, like, you're welcome to see your friends again. And I'm like, that's amazing. So Because, you know, it's warm out, or it's getting warmer out. I would love to have a cookout soon with my friends. Haven't seen a lot of them without a mask in forever. One, two, one more set to go, and we're at 35 minutes, so 40 minutes ought to do it. Oh man. Let's see here. Starting to get a little toasty. So here we go. So what I feel like I'm happy about is that I don't have much. I don't really have a six-pack through here ever, but I feel like it's not just like this amorphous blob anymore. Even when I'm a little more relaxed, right? You can see, I feel like I can see a little more narrowing through here, though I do have that lower abdominal fat. That happens. And again, like I've got the lower roll here. That's just me, body dysmorphia, hypercritical, whatever you want to call it. But that, if I feel that like I can kind of tense that up and make myself feel a little better about myself. And again, I feel like some of the definition in the chest is coming back. Arms need a little work from a bodybuilding perspective, which, like I do want to have that like lean-ish beach body, 12-ish% body fat to, look good in the mirror, look good with my shirt on and off, that kind of thing. And then from there I can work on whatever else I want. More of that athletic component of like power, flexibility, agility. So when I feel like it. Alrighty, last set. Okay, ballpark estimate that I'll have burned about 300 calories per my Fitbit. Again, I don't necessarily believe that. So let's go with 300 times 0.75, so that's 75, 150, 225. 225 seems like a more reasonable number for the time that I've spent working out. All right, here we go. 1. All right. 2.
Alright, that is done. So maybe in the next one of the upcoming Instagram posts will be me playing around with editing and trying to get like a workout of the day set up. So my post may not have like multiple images, or it'll say like new workout vlog, or that I'll probably make like 4 posts a week. I'll have to play around with it because I'm saying this video might not get uploaded until like May or June potentially. And so some of these videos that I'm editing now may have their stuff be put up as a workout of the day. So I may have to kind of play around with that in my Instagram posts, or go back and play around with my previous YouTube videos. So we'll see how I feel about it. Your feedback is always appreciated as to how we can help this channel grow and move forward and build a community and all that good stuff. But otherwise, keep working hard, keep working towards wellness, whether that's physical, mental, emotional, financial, whatever. Just take little steps forward when you can, where you can. All right, till next time, folks. Bye.